Cheating in exams. Choosing right over easy. The final math test was only a week away, and the whole Class 8 seemed tense. In the middle of all the chatter, Rohit sat quietly at his desk, staring at his notebook that was still as blank as his confidence. He hadn't prepared at all, and the fear of failing kept echoing in his mind. "I'm going to fail. How will I show marks to my parents?" he thought. Just then, his friend Rohan walked over with a confident grin, as if exams meant nothing to him. He whispered, "Relax, Yar. I have a plan. I'm writing formulas on a tiny slip. You can copy mine or make your own. Easy marks." Rohit felt uneasy, but the fear of bad marks was louder than his conscience. He whispered back, "Okay, maybe just this once." Finally, the exam day arrived. The classroom was painfully silent, except for the ticking of the wall clock. Rohit's hands were sweating as he slowly slipped out the tiny paper hidden in his sleeve. Rohan, too, pulled out his slip under the desk, acting as if it was nothing. But sometimes the wrong thing doesn't feel right at first. It just feels scary. The teacher suddenly began walking toward their row. Rohit panicked and quickly shoved his slip deeper into his sleeve, but Rohan wasn't quick enough. The teacher stopped right at his desk and asked calmly, "Rohan, what is that in your hand?" The entire class turned to look. Rohan froze, then slowly opened his palm, revealing a crushed slip. The teacher didn't shout. She simply looked disappointed, and somehow that felt worse. After the exam, both boys were asked to stay back. Rohan already had tears in his eyes. Rohit's legs felt weak, not because he was caught, but because guilt was eating him from inside. The teacher looked at Rohan with gentle sadness. Cheating doesn't just break rules, it breaks trust. It makes you believe you're not capable, even when you are. Then she looked at Rohit. "You look worried. Did something happen?" Rohit swallowed and finally gathered courage. "Ma'am, I didn't use it, but I brought a slip too." She sighed softly, not in anger, but in understanding. "Thank you for being honest. That takes real courage." Later that day, Rohit and Rohan sat under a tree, both quiet. Rohan kicked the ground and said, "I feel horrible, not even because of the punishment, but because Ma'am looked so disappointed." Rohit nodded. "I realized something today. Shortcuts like these don't bring real success. They only help for a moment, but harm our future. If we cheat once, we'll rely on cheating again, and one day we won't even trust ourselves." Rohan looked at him, surprised but relieved. "Do you think we can start fresh?" Rohit smiled. "Yes, even if we score low, at least they'll be our marks." The next week, both boys studied together, slowly, awkwardly, honestly. When the exam results came, Rohit scored 21 out of 30, and Rohan got 18 out of 30. Not perfect, not highest, but when they looked at their papers, they felt something new. Their teacher smiled warmly and said, "See, hard work may look slow, but it never fails you." And that day, the boys learned something they would never forget. Shortcuts may help you today, but honesty and effort build the future you deserve. Cheating may give marks for a moment, but learning gives confidence for a lifetime.